features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with Russell, and it's Williams at the 3 spot. Ball no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Fires the 3. Out to Russell. On the wing, Johnson. From deep. Rebound by Williams. Here's the Hornets with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Ball feeling it out a bit. Williams with the steal. Thomas outside. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. And Doris, a new era began in Charlotte after Michael Jordan's departure as owner in 2023.
And Kevin, with that ownership change, there's always a transition period, and it may take a while for the Hornets to find success, but there are some reasons for optimism, and you begin with the young point guard.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Unable to get that one. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. The 3 from Thomas. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Ball with the 3. Cans it from downtown. Ball's got 5.
A situation made for LaMelo Ball. Anything you can do, I can do better.
The 3 from Thomas. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Kept alive. They kick it out to Green. Williams with the steal. Inside. And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Number 45, Keon Johnson.
Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Ball with the bucket.
Yes, sir. LaMelo Ball has handles, folks. He can get where he wants to on the floor. What a move.
Here's Johnson. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn trailing. Johnson outside. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Well, probably his size and athleticism. That combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end, seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass.
Smith checked in for the Hornets. From deep, Thomas gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 6.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Miller with a wide open look. And again, the Hornets missing. The Nets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And here's Johnson outside. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Lets it go. Johnson with the block. And they're able to recover. Shot from the wing. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Miller, that's for 2. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Claxton, a screen on Green. Thomas, it's a wide open look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Russell with the rebound. Here's Claxton. It's rebounded by Charlotte. It's Miller on the wing. Shoots the three. Drills the three-pointer. Miller's got 5 now.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Green against Thomas. Johnson right side. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the three fly. No good there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hornets lead by 3. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Smith is out there with ball, and there's Seth Curry. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Diabate in at the 4 slot. So that's the Hornets 5. Melton finds Williams. Now here's Sharp, covered by Smith. Clowney sinks the triple.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Ball, the pass to Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Shot's good by Williams.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And here's the fast break. Fires the three. They get it back. Sharp, the pass to Johnson. From the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Hornets trail by 3. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Again, ball missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Melton against Ball. Melton passes to Johnson. Latre gets it to go. That one good for Melton. Melton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Curry outside. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
Seth Curry with the answer and the payback from distance. What a competitor.
Charlotte has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Misses from the corner. Brooklyn's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. The 3 from Johnson. And no good that time.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And stolen by Melton. Lets it go with a 3. Williams' shot is off. Charlotte has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Outside for Curry. Takes a 3. That shot, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Bangs home the trifecta.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Hey, Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level. Back to Williams.
Stolen by Ball. Deflects the pass. Here's Diabate. Defended by Sharp. Diabate's shot is good.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Pass to Clowney. Curry against Williams. Here's Clowney. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Williams has got 9 points now in the quarter. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
It's Curry outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Hornets lead by 2.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Clowney. Back to Melton. Here's Clowney. Launches a 3. Can't hit that one. Smith on the wing. Ball dishes to Smith. Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hornets ahead. They lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drum line. They're thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So for Brooklyn now, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the small forward. Ball no good. Brooklyn trailing. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Russell from long range. The Hornets pull it in. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Ball. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Ball's got 14 points.
Yeah, just take what the defense gives you. If they concede the mid-range, LaMelo says, I like that shot.
And that one is good. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. They lead by 1. And Ball gets double teamed. Pass to Miller. Thomas with the steal. Russell with it. Williams picks him up. Tries it from the top of the key. Again, Russell missing. Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Ball. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's Russell with the 3. Again, Russell missing. Hornets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Ball kicks to Bridges. A three-pointer is right on target. Bridges has got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
I tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch, that's beautifully done by Bridges. You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great positions.
And the shot is good. Here is Russell. He's got 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the Nets miss again. Hornets leading by 6. Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at is what are they doing successfully on the offensive end. And what are their weaknesses? One of the weaknesses is drawing fouls and getting opportunities at the free throw line. To me, Kev, the best teams do a good job of getting easy points, whether in transition or at the charity stripe.
Charlotte making a switch here. Smith is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Wilson, he's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And it's Johnson in for Russell. Stolen by Ball. Miller with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Bridges passes to Miller. Of course, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
Trendon Watford's checked in for Williams. Fires from deep. And the Nets miss again. Charlotte leading by 7. Outside Ball. The rebound by Watford. Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Johnson for 3, and it's good, 2 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Ball. Good on the shot. Ball's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, the great length and the great size in the backcourt, LaMelo Ball continues to improve as an interior scorer.
Johnson surveying the floor. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he comes up with the deuce. And now it's a 9-point Charlotte lead.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
Nets passing it around. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. Pass to Watford. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Charlotte shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Wilson, and it's off from three-point range. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's his first trip to the line.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
And the second free throw, good. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Bridges with the steal.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
LaMelo Ball. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Ball. He's out there with Curry, and it's Okogie in at the 3 set. So that's the Hornets 5. Nets trail by 12. There's the pick. This one for 3. They get it back. Johnson, a wide open look. Good on the triple.
Such a boot. To this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
And there's the call on Trendon Watford. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Deep 2 from Ball. Ball's knocked loose. In transition, here come the Nets. And here's Johnson outside. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Pass to Okogie. Here's Nurkic. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Nurkic has got his first points of the game.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
And the three ball is good.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
The shot by Curry, no good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Deep two from Ball. Nurkic in the post. Defended by Sharp. Nets trail by 8. Pass to Johnson. Wilson left side. To the middle. Now Sharp. Stolen by Ball. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Russell with a wide open look. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Pass to Williams. Now Russell. Williams a screen on Ball. Russell from long range. Buries the long-range jumper.
In huge moment, D'Angelo Russell comes through big time.
Here's Ball. Softly drops in the floater. Ball's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Williams dishes to Russell. With the teardrop, and the shot goes down. And it's 13 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Thomas with it, and it's Miller picking him up. It's stolen by Green. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. A rebound by the Nets. It's Thomas on the wing. Here's the three. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun. LaMelo Ball is never rattled. Doesn't matter how close the score or what the situation. This guy unafraid of big shots.
Here's Johnson. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Johnson sends the screen for Thomas.
And you know Miller was in his head on that one. Nice job just staying connected, making the shot uncomfortable.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 7.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
And that one drops for him.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you can see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Johnson gets the bucket. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the Hornets can now just hold on to the ball. Ball against Rusty. Ball kicks to Williams. To the wing right side. Ball with a wide open look. And so it's Charlotte with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But then
afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Nikola Vucevic, Josh Giddey out there with Buzelis. And then it's Kobe White, and it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Now here's Ball. Three-pointer, Bridges. Buries it from 3.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
The 3 from Ball. The Hornets pull it in. And here's Ball. Pass to Bridges. Outside, Green. Bridges, a screen on Giddey. Green for 3. And Charlotte, another 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Vucevic. Outside White. Back to Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
You gotta love the response by Vuce. That's how you get your revenge.
RJ, when you talk about Vucevic, is he the best NBA player ever to come from Switzerland?
There is an argument to be made. He has the most points by any Swiss-born player by far and the only All-Star game appearances.
Now here's Ball. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. The shot. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
The turnaround, so difficult to perfect, but hard to see anything wrong with that one.
There's Ball with a 3. Buzelis grabs the board. For Chicago, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Vucevic, a screen on Green. There's Ball with a 3. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Charlotte has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to Williams. Back to Ball. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Ball outside.
First 2 minutes.
Pass to Buzelis. Five to shoot. Here's Vucevic. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Charlotte making a change here. Smith's checked in. Jones, he's checked in for Chicago. The Hornets have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled into every crowd.
The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
For 3, Smith. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
A dead-eye shooter. Nick Smith is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
Now here's Ball. Vucevic, a screen on Green. And Ball gets it to go. The Hornets with a lead. Inside. Smith passes to Williams. Throw it down on the lob.
You get used to seeing dimes like this from Nick Smith. I mean, he'll drop them all day.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Vucevic, a screen on Smith. Jones from outside. Hits a three-pointer.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Out to Bridges. Fires the three. They grab their own miss. Green against Ball. Tries the spin move. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Here's Miller. That three's off the mark. Outside Jones. Vucevic, a screen on Miller. Pass to Ball. Over Green. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. It's a tie game in Charlotte. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Hornets, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
They've got LaMelo Ball. He's out there with Smith. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Diabate in at the power forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. And Charlotte's shooting just 42% so far in the game. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Dosunmu for three. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Dosunmu's gotten himself on the board with a three there. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Curry passes to Ball. Back to Curry. Pass to Diabate. Charlotte again missing. Bulls leading by 3. Outside Giddey. The three. Another three for Chicago.
That is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Ball. No points so far. Here's Diabate on the wing. Curry. Second chance shot. Smith finds Curry. Ball outside. This one for three. Curry, no good. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And that one's good. Giddey.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now here's Smith. Here's the three. The dive for the ball. And it's Giddey missing. Hornets trail by 9. Now the Hornets moving it up. Pass to Smith. Dosunmu with it. Nurkic picks him up. Left side Williams. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Now here's Jones. Six on the shot clock. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Brandon Miller comes in for Curry. Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. Ball comes in for Dosunmu. Here's Diabate, still without a bucket. Charlotte, no good that time either. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Jones from outside. And again, Chicago, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Ball into the lane. Williams finds Smith. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. Smith's got 6.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Takes a 3. Williams' shot is good. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And Williams punches it home.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Ball's doubled to the left wing. Right side Giddey. Lets it fly. Ball with the rebound.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
It's Williams, high post. Nice move. And it's good on the lay-in. And now it's just a 2-point Chicago lead.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Ball right side. No good on the triple. Now here's Ball. Lets it go from deep. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Bulls. Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
And so in the game for the Bulls, Kobe White out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Buzelis, then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Vucevic in at center. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, knocked backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks.
The young fella. Ball getting more and more comfortable from the corners.
Vucevic, a screen on Ball. Pass to Buzelis. White with it. It's Giddey on the wing. Fires the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Giddey's got 12 points.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
There's Ball with a three. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Grant, how about Kobe White going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes?
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him. And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
It's Giddey on the wing. Green covering. Giddey with a screen on Bridges. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Williams grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Ball passes to Miller. Now Ball. He has 6. Shoots over Ball. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Sweet shot right there from Ball. A multi-talented offensive weapon.
There's Ball with a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
For 3, Bridges. Chicago with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Back to White. Pass to Giddey. From deep. The rebound by Bridges. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Trailing by 4. Now Miller. Ball with a steal. Going all the way to the rack. From deep, Giddey. Missed it there. He's 4 for 9 now. Charlotte's gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Back to Ball. Bridges outside. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. And the three-pointer goes. Bridges has got 6. For Chicago, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Green against Giddey. It's Vucevic, high post. White on the wing. There's the 3. And again, Chicago, no good. The Hornets have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Ball. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Chicago leading. There's a screen. The 3 ball. And it's Giddey with the 3. 15 points in the game.
3 points.
And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Pass to Miller. Over White. Chicago with a rebound.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Three-pointer, Vucevic. Miller pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside for Green. There's the triple. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
If you get any space, LaMelo will find you. So be ready.
Picked by Vucevic. White for 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Bridges has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Ball. And some nice defense there to end the quarter.
Substitution on the court.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Bulls out in front, up 1. And time for a short... Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And so here is Chicago. It's a 1-point game. Ball is out there with Smith. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Diabate in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
For 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Chicago leading by 4. Smith outside. Dosunmu outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Williams against Smith from downtown. Hornets with the rebound. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Ball with it. He's picked up by Jones. The 3, Smith. He's off on that one. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Ball with a steal. Jacks up with 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Dosunmu left side from outside the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Dosunmu's got 6 here in the quarter.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
The shot by Diabate, no good. Chicago with the ball. They're rolling here, 9 unanswered. Here's Williams. Outside Jones. Three-pointer. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Diabate. Charlotte again missing. Chicago leading by 10. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Giddey missing.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Giddey with a screen on Nurkic. Smith no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And here's Curry for 3. It doesn't go for him. The Bulls have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this 4th quarter. From Pete Giddey. Rebounded by Nurkic.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is huge.
Curry gets the bucket.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Dosunmu for 3. Connects from downtown. Dosunmu's got 9 points now in the second half.
And I think this hometown crowd is in shock as the visiting squad fires right back with a 3 of their own.
Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. The 3 from Curry. Nails it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, nice pass by Smith. I mean, putting his teammate in position to score.
The 3, Smith gets the 3 ball to go. And the Bulls lead by 7.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Picked by Smith. From deep, Giddey. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Another missed 3, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Curry, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Smith with a screen on Smith. Dosunmu for 3. The shot that time not on target. There's 48 seconds left in the game. And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, great idea there. He set Smith up and let him knock him down.
Stolen by Ball. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Launches it. Ball automatic around the rim.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Williams on the wing from behind the arc. Rebounded by Nurkic. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 15-6 run. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Dosunmu with it. Puts up a 3. That shot missing. Here's Ball. Here's Diabate. So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take
tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. All out there with White. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's White. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Claxton. Russell against Ball. Claxton sets the screen for Russell. Johnson surveying the floor. Let's go. And it's Russell missing. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And, Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Thomas outside. And again, it's the Nets missing. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to White. Williams with the steal. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And a wide open look for Claxton. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Johnson with a screen on White. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Back to Thomas. Pocket 6. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Vucevic. For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jacks up a 3. Giddey, no good. The Nets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Williams sets a screen for Thomas. Johnson outside. Pass to Williams. A 3 ball. Outside for Thomas. Puts up a 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Giddey with it. Williams picks him up. Buzelis' shot is good.
A big answer from Buzelis. He wants his team to know they can count on him from the perimeter.
A 3 from Thomas. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Giddey, no good. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. White against Thomas. Kicks it out to Johnson. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. Over Buzelis. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Buzelis. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game. Johnson with a screen on White. There's Thomas with the 3. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor. For 3. And it's White missing. Nets trail by 3. Outside, Russell goes up the baseline. It's rebounded by Giddey. Bulls have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Ball, no good. The Nets shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. On the wing, Johnson. Claxton sets the screen for Johnson. Beyond the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ball feeling it out a bit for the 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bulls out front, leading by 3. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Patrick Williams is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Jalen Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Dosunmu in a 2-guard.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Launches it. Rebound by the Bulls. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over. And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Giddey against Williams. And that one goes long.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. On the wing, Giddey. He's guarded by Williams. Giddey the pass to Dosunmu. Shot to stop the run. And again, no good by Chicago. The Nets with the lead. Johnson, that's for 2. Outside Williams. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And really deep 3 that time. Jones has got 6.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to be involved.
Shot by Johnson, no good. Chicago has gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first. Jones, no luck. The Nets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Johnson for 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. The Bulls have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Giddey. Hits it from 3-point range. Giddey's got himself on the board with 3 there. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Jones, no one around him. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Trains it from beyond the arc. 1:31 left here in the second. Now here's Dosunmu. T right on him. Kicks it out to Jones. And stolen by Sharp. Pass to Clowney. Williams against Giddey. Melton feeling it out a bit. Now here's Sharp. No good on the 3. Poked away and stolen by Williams. Melton against Jones. Here's Sharp. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Dosunmu. And again, Chicago. No good. Nets trail by 4. Over in the corner, Williams. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Clowney. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Smith sets the pick for Jones. Pass to Dosunmu. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half.
Feeling out the pick and roll. Russell never looks like he's in a hurry.
And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
And when it comes to the three-point shooting of Buzelis, we know he has the ability, but we need to see consistency.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Chicago leading by 4. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Nobody near Williams. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Williams has got 5 points so far. Here's Buzelis, covered by Johnson. Outside, White. Vucevic a screen on Thomas. And it's White missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Russell puts up a deep 3. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Pass to Vucevic. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Buzelis. Claxton with the steal. Down low. And he can't bank that one in. Chicago leading. Here's Buzelis. Oh, Vucevic in position. And Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Shoots over White. And the Nets miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Ball kicks to Giddey. Three-pointer. Cranes the three-pointer. And it's a 7-point Chicago lead. The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Russell from long range. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Chicago.
Substitutions on the court.
A minute 20 left to play in the third. The wide open look here for Vucevic, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Johnson kicks to Johnson. Outside Wilson. Johnson with a screen on Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Johnson, the pass to Johnson. Off target with his 3. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Pick by Vucevic. Out to White. Front past the arc. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. White's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. Johnson sets the screen for Johnson. No good, unable to end this run. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court. Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
The Nets making a switch here. Ani's checked in, and then for Chicago. Osumu, he's checked in for Ball. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
The shot by Watford, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Well, through 3 quarters of play. Down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Bulls. They lead by... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
What I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Dosunmu. Jalen Smith is out there with Collins. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Jones in at the point. Here's Giddey. And a miss there on the triple. Nets trail by 13. On the wing, Johnson. Defended by Dosunmu. Good on the three-point shot.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Here's Dosunmu. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Giddey. No good with the triple. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Clowney. Misses the 3. Chicago leading by 10. Now Giddey. Offline with his 3. Johnson for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Nets.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Pass to Wilson. Tries from 16, and he gets the jumper to drop. Now just a 5-point Chicago lead.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. You'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
They set the pick. Johnson, that's for 2. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Giddey against Wilson. Giddey kicks to Jones. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
It's good from long range. Johnson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that 3 of their own, and this gets the crowd energized.
Dosunmu's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Stolen by Jones. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Collins a screen on Sharp. That's a 2 from Smith. Rebound Brooklyn.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Johnson for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
On the wing, Giddey. He's guarded by Johnson. And Giddey gets it to go.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Bulls.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Josh Giddey.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
And stolen by Russell.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Out to White. From outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land. And the Bulls lead by 11. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.
teams. My attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Mark Williams out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3. Now here's Russell. Three-pointer off the mark. Stolen by Russell. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Here's Ball. From deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
No hesitation there from Ball, letting it fly from distance.
Russell from outside. Sinks it from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And it's Green missing.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
Now here's Miller. There's Ball with a 3. Claxton with a rebound. Russell against Green. Claxton a screen on Green. Russell from outside. Fires in the triple. Russell's got 6.
Man, what a nice read. Exquisite, perfect timing by D'Angelo off the pick and roll.
Miller on the wing. Pass to Williams. Outside, Green. Here's Bridges. Green with a screen on Thomas. Three-pointer, Bridges. And that comes off the assist by Green.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early. He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Brooklyn has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Johnson a screen on Ball. The 3 from Russell. The rebound by Bridges. For Charlotte, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Russell against Ball. Miller outside. Just 5 on the clock. Off target with the 3. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Johnson finds Claxton. He shoots a 3. Knocks down the long J.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Clark, you look at the scoring ability of Miles Bridges. Most nights, he feels like he has an advantage.
And I would agree with that. When you think about defenders trying to slow down Miles Bridges, most guys are either too slow or not strong enough to deal with him. As a result, he's able to make it tough for just about anybody who guards him.
Now here's Thomas, who drains the 19-footer.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Down low. Ball against Russell. Now here's Ball. Tight defense on him. Count it. Good. Ball's got 5.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
Brooklyn making some changes. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Wilson comes in for Thomas. And it's Melton in for Russell. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in for Williams. Okogie comes in for Green. Smith, he's checked in for Miller. And it's Curry in for Ball.
You simply can't give Melton these chances. He'll punish you for it.
The 3 from Curry hits the trifecta.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Wilson. And the Nets, another three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Curry. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Well, you got to be conscious of Curry's whereabouts in these situations now, because he loves the back-at-you triple.
From deep, Melton. The Hornets pull it in. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in the game. Curry looking it over. On the wing, Curry. From the arc. Sharp grabs the miss. Nets leading by 3. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Brooklyn shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Nets. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
They've got Williams, also Johnson out there, and it's Sharp in at the 5 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Ball with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Ball passes to Curry. The 3 is up. And no good. Brooklyn's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Clowney. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Trailing by 2. The kick out, Curry. Launches a 3. He drops it from range. Curry's got 9 points.
At the arc, Curry's so consistent. I mean, he'll knock it down every chance he gets from there.
Here's Wilson. Counted from distance.
When you can simply shoot over the defender, you've got it made.
Ball passes to Curry. The floater. Ball looks over the floor. The 3 is up. And Charlotte, another 3.
The defense must honor Ball's three-point shot. He's more than ready to snipe away if you give him the opportunity to do so.
Packed on the shot, and that'll send him to the line for 3. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Williams. Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Brandon Miller comes in for Curry. Now here's Ball. Give him 8. Smith outside. Pass to Miller. Ball outside. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Miller can't get it to go.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Clowney. Williams defending. Here's Clowney. No made baskets yet. Let's go with a 3. No good on the shot. Thomas against Ball. Miller outside. And stolen by Claxton. And now the Nets on the break. Out of bounds. It'll be Hornets ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
For Brooklyn, Johnson, he's checked in for Clowney. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Wilson. Miles Bridges checked in for Charlotte. Green comes in for Smith. Pass to Thomas. Johnson a screen on Green. And here's Thomas from the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Green with the defensive effort. Ball with it. Russell covering. And here's Green from the arc. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thomas outside. 4-3. On target from range. Thomas has got 5 now.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
And he's going for the lob. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Williams is checked in for Johnson. And a change for the Hornets. Curry's checked in. All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. And of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving. Oh, yes, 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Thomas against Miller. Thomas outside. Stolen by Miller. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Curry. Lets a 3 fly, and that's his 4th bucket in 9 attempts.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. It's stolen by Johnson. Thomas outside. A deep 3. Williams grabs the board. Outside Curry. Pass to Bridges. Curry finds some space. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Brooklyn out in front, up 2. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Seth Curry really making an impact here today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for Charlotte, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Green. And it's Williams in at the 5. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Steps back. Williams against Ball. Bridges outside. The kick out to Ball. 4 on the clock. And out of bounds, the Nets will take it. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Williams from long range. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved. Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Here's Thomas for 3. Drains the triple. Thomas has got 11 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Ball. Give him 8 points now. Bridges outside. Miller on the wing. Takes the 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Now Thomas. He's got 11. Smith, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Checking in for the away team.
Hornets trail by 8. The 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Good chance here for Thomas. And the Nets miss again.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Smith no good. Brooklyn leading by 8. Fires from deep. And Thomas gets it to go on the assist from Williams. Thomas has got 9 points now in the quarter. Ball against Russell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Russell.
The D is fully aware of Ball's threat to score. He took advantage of their anxiousness that time.
For Brooklyn, Wilson comes in for Thomas. And it's Johnson in for Russell. Ball outside. Ball sticks the 3.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Watford's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Knicks.
1:58 left in the third quarter. Johnson passes to Watford. The 3 is up. The shot by Johnson, no good. And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. 7-point differential. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Brooklyn has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Johnson for 3. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Hornets trail by 7. Ball outside. The 3. LaMelo drops it in from the corner.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Johnson passes to Watford. Oh, he's clobbered. And he'll get 3 shots at the line. Now one on Ball. These are his first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Good on the second one. And he makes all 3. Hornets trail by 7. Outside Curry. There's the 3. That shot off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Johnson. And the Nets miss again. Oh, deflected. The Hornets have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Curry finds Smith. From deep. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Wilson, no good.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Back to Okogie. Shoots over Johnson. Bridges passes to Curry. Over Johnson. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defense. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in and night out.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Trendon Watford is out there with Johnson. Then there's Sharp, and it's Clowney in at the power forward. So that's the Nets 5. The three from Ball. Oh, right back at you. LaMelo.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
There's a screen by Nurkic. And that one's good. LaMelo Ball for three. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad. You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Pass to Diabate. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. And Watford pulls it down. Nets leading by 4. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Nurkic. With some arc. The kick out. Curry over to the left wing. The three from Ball. It's tipped. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. Thomas, he's checked in for Lewis. Brandon Miller's checked in for Charlotte. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Diabate. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Here's Thomas for 3. Nails it from 3. And the Nets lead by 7.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Ball no good. The Nets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Three-pointer. Pass to Thomas. This one for 3. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
There's Ball with a 3. Pure from three-point range. Ball's got 16 points here in the second half.
The young fella. Ball getting more and more comfortable from the corners.
Count it.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
It's Thomas on the wing, guarded by Miller. The 3 ball. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Ball left side. To the paint. And there's Curry on the assist by Ball. And now just a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
Johnson for 3. Sinks the tray.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. LaMelo driving. Here's Diabate. Three-pointer, no good.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Thomas against Miller. Watford outside. It's tipped. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Johnson comes in for Clowney. Williams is checked in for Johnson. And Russell is subbed in for Watford. The 3 from Ball. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
Pass to Claxton. Stolen by Ball. To the middle. Yes!
These moments are made for Miles Bridges. He wants to have the ball in his hands. Makes big plays at big time.
Tipped. Back to Russell. Floats one up. Money.
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Ball passes to Green to tie it up. Claxton with a rebound. And they committed an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Now here's Russell. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Stepping the line with 2 shots.
And he ends up making the second. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Ball with it. There's the triple. And that bucket's good. So it's a narrow victory for the Nets. Pulling it out for the W.
Up and down doors, fast basketball. These teams prefer to operate in the half court. They're very methodical, but fun to watch.
Hey, good basketball, regardless of the pace at which it's run, is good basketball. And with these two teams, movement, screening, high IQ offensive basketball, I'm here for that.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Green, and it's Williams at the center position. Now, here is Miller. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Fires for three. Miller grabs the miss. Now, here's Ball. Defense is right there. Bridges misses. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. White looking around. The three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Now, here's Ball. Pulls up. And he knocks down the jumper.
Yeah, you've got to stay with Ball when the pick comes. You know he's looking to get the shot off.
Ball connects on the 17-footer.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And Ball, such a high IQ player, superb at knowing when to take that triple.
Bridges for three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Giddey. Inside. Here's Buzelis. Defended by Bridges. 4 on the clock. From downtown. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Ball up top. He's covered by Ball. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Stolen by Ball. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance for 3. Bridges. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Bridges has got a couple of threes now in the first for Charlotte.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Buzelis. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Ball against Ball. Ball kicks to Miller. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. 6 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. 3-pointer. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 1:30 left in the first. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Now here's Giddey. Scoreless thus far. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Well, you expect him to want to pass it, so Josh Giddey understanding I've got to be a threat to score.
Ball with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Ball. He's got 5. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. For Chicago, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Vucevic is screen on Green. Corner shot. Vucevic against Ball. Vucevic down low. Shoots over Ball. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Bridges outside. Back to Ball. Shoots over White. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the...
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Hornets ahead as they end the first quarter with a big 11-3 run. And we'll get going after this from United Center. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. They've got Smith. He's out there with LaMelo Ball. Nurkic is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Diabate in at the 4 spot. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Ball. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Ball's got 9.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Over in the corner, Williams. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Ball with it. Jones covering. Curry outside. Rebound by Smith. Chicago's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Giddey the pass to Jones. Williams with a clean look. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Hornets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. There's the screen. Curry outside. Chicago grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Williams, that's for 2. The offensive rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's Nurkic. What a terrific move that was. Nurkic has got his first bucket in this one.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Here's Dosunmu, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
There's Ball with the 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Back to Curry. Pass to Diabate. Fader on the way. Smith for 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
The 3. Good on the shot. And with that, the Charlotte lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Williams.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Here's Giddey. Kicks it out to Jones. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. And the Bulls lead by 2.
That's just incredible court awareness by Josh Giddey. Understanding wide open man, I've got to find him.
For 3, Smith. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. 3-pointer. Giddey, no good. Charlotte has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Outside Curry. Out to the wing. Nurkic kicks the ball. Elbow shot. Rebound by Smith.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Giddey, no good. Charlotte's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Smith finds ball. Three-pointer. And the Hornets miss again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Screen by Smith. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Fires the three. Dosunmu's shot is off. Right side, ball. And here's Nurkic over Smith. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 2. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
White is out there with ball. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic, and it's Giddey in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we're just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise. And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Ball against ball. No good from outside. Charlotte trailing. Bridges for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Bridges got 9.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. And stolen by White. Here's Vucevic. Traps in the tray. Vucevic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, what anticipation from the Montenegrin center. Vucevic reading the defense well on the catch and shoot.
Ball, the pass to Green. Ball against Ball. And stolen by Giddey. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. It's White on the wing. Covered by Miller. And White kicks to Vucevic. The 3. Another miss by Vucevic. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Ball from long range. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago leading. White with it, and it's Miller picking him up. And it's Ball in the corner. From the arc, drills it from outside. He's got 8. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
From deep, Green. And again, the Hornets missing. The Bulls leading by 4. Pass the ball. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bridges dishes to Miller. A 3-pointer off the mark. Bulls have gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Offensive rebound. Here's Giddey. Off target from 3-point range. Hornets trail by 4. Trying to end the drought. Bobbed up there for Green. Miller, the pass to Green. Back to Miller. outside. Ball. 6 on the shot clock. And it's denied.
Making good use of his length. Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Here's Giddey. And the 3 off target. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And here's Miller outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Buzelis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Giddey with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. The trade. That shot off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Ball finds Vucevic. Ball is screen on Green. Here's Vucevic from outside off the mark. Giddey against Ball. Pass to Bridges. Fires for 3. The shot misses. And we've reached the end of the third. Bulls out front. They lead by 4. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the 4th. We've got Yusuf Nurkic all out there with Smith. And there's Seth Curry. And it's Diabate in at the power forward position. Curry outside. Connects from 3-point range. Curry's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Hornets. Jones looking for an opening. Tries the spin move. Dosunmu, the pass to Giddey. Takes a 3. Rebound by Smith.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Curry with the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. It goes on Josh Giddey.
Seth Curry gives testament to the fact that you do not have to be drafted to find your way to being an integral part of teams. This guy is a tremendous basketball player.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for Dosunmu. The Hornets also with the sub. Miller's checked in. There's Ball with the 3. Giddey sets the pick for Williams. Pass to Giddey. Back to Williams. This one for 3. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one. Chicago making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Smith checked in for Charlotte. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Shoots the 3. And that's good. LaMelo Ball for 3. And the Hornets lead by 1.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. And the Hornets making a change here.
For the away team, Mark Williams.
Outside, Jones. Knocks down the 3-ball. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
For 3, Bridges. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Williams with the ball. Bridges covering from deep 3-point territory. Williams can't get it to go. Hornets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Out to Bridges. Ring shot on the way. Rebound by the Bulls. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Jones with the bounce pass. Here's Collins. Bridges with the board. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. trailing by 2. Williams gets the bucket.
If you leave a teammate of LaMelo Ball that wide open, I promise you he will find him.
And finished off by Collins.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Jones against Ball. Looking for Bridges. He gets it there. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
High-stakes moment, and Miles Bridges does not shy away. Go ahead, young sir.
Jones kicks to Giddey. Jacks up a 3. He can't hit that time.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Master Williams. On the wing, Green. Ball, the pass to Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Collins. Hits the 3-point bomb. Collins has got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
There's Williams with the 3. Rebound by Williams. Charlotte's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Ball finds Williams. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Ball against Jones. Loads it up for Williams. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Frames it from downtown.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Jones against Ball. Lets it go with a 3. Misses the tray. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
5 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ballgame.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah.
play their half-court sets.
When you're a young player, that can be a bit frustrating, but when you're a vet, you welcome games like this where everyone can take their time.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
Vucevic's shot is off. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nets. It's a three-point game. Thomas passes to Claxton. Claxton a screen on White. From deep three-point land. Rebound by the Bulls. Ball with it. The three is up. Some solid defense from Russell. Williams on the wing. Let's go with a three. Doesn't go that time. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Graham.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Here's Thomas for three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Bulls have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Giddey against Williams. And it's Giddey with the three.
And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Williams. Here's the three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. Williams defending. Outside Giddey. And stolen by Williams. Here's Thomas for three. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Chicago's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. There's Ball with a three. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Williams.
Number 45, Keon Johnson.
Here's Vucevic. There's a screen. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Johnson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Claxton gets the bucket.
3.
The Bulls have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Claxton against Vucevic. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. He buries it from 3.
The ability to stretch the floor is such a dangerous weapon for Vooch and his team.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Graham.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Nets leading by 3.
2 minutes.
Johnson passes to Thomas. Claxton a screen on Giddey. Thomas misses. And for Chicago, they're shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Buzelis' shot is good.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Now here's Thomas. Johnson a screen on Giddey. Here's Thomas. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Now here's White. Yet to see a basket. And that one's good. Giddey.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
There's the screen by Johnson. And here's Thomas from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. The jump hook. Brooklyn pulls it in. Screen by Claxton. Here's Thomas for three. Knocks down the triple. Thomas has got 9.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Nets leading by 3. Here's Claxton. Offline with a 3.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Left side Jones. Drops in the 3. It's all tied in Chicago. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
Smith out there with Williams. Then it's Trey Jones. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Pass to Wilson. Launches it. They get it back. Out left to the wing. Puts up a 3. Pure from three-point range. Clowney's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Here's Dosunmu. Back to Jones. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Wilson. 3-pointer. And the Nets, another 3.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
Williams from long range. Sharp grabs the miss. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. It's Sharp on the wing. Outside Johnson. Sharp a screen on Jones. Back to Sharp. Deflects the pass. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Jones. The shot by Johnson, no good. Chicago has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Williams passes to Dosunmu. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. A nice shot by Smith.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Clowney. Fades and shoots. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That's on Jalen Smith. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. And it didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Here's Buzelis. And it falls all over the rim and in. Buzelis has got 5.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Thomas passes to Wilson. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3. Wilson's got his second basket of the game.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a 3-point shot now.
Pass to Buzelis. They set the pick. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And at 6'10", Buzelis is becoming a very difficult cover for defenses, especially when he's aggressive and trying to score.
Jones, he's checked in for Giddey.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Really left him alone that time. 12 points for him.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner. And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
The three from Russell, and it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Clever pump fake from Vuce, skilled at baiting defenders into the foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Russell deciding where to go with it. Fires in the triple. Russell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. A minute 9 left in the first half. Three-pointer, Buzelis knocks down the long J. And the Bulls lead by 1.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Jones, the pass to Vucevic, takes the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. It's Thomas on the wing. He's guarded by White. Thomas against White. Thomas outside. Clock at 6. From deep three-point land. Ball with the rebound. Chicago has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Buzelis. From downtown, Williams grabs the board. It's Thomas on the wing. And the Nets miss again. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bulls out in front, up 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shots.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the floor for the Nets, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the 3.
Look at the release from Johnson, getting that shot off before the defenders can close out.
And how about Nick Claxton? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more versatile defender.
He's come so far in that area since he came into the league. He's become an elite defender. There isn't a position on the floor he can't guard.
Williams from long range. No good there. Chicago trailing here. From deep, Giddey. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Thomas with the ball, guarded by Vucevic. Outside, Williams. And here's Thomas from the arc. Chicago with a rebound. And here's Vucevic. He has 6. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets.
Nets ball.
And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Thomas for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Giddey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Vucevic, a screen on Thomas. Pass to Buzelis. Here's the pick. Ball with it. Takes a three. Gets the three to fall.
Mega shot there from the coffin corner. It is fun to watch ball shoot those and knock them down.
Williams a screen on White. And here's Thomas from the arc. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. From outside, off the mark.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Left side, White. Jacks up a 3. Counted from distance. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Claxton a screen on Vucevic. From the arc. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
From deep, Giddey. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Fires the 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Outside Johnson. And here's Russell. There's the screen by Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds now. White for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Nets trail by 4. And here's Thomas from the arc. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come.
And the Nets making a change here. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Clowney comes in for Johnson. Wilson's checked in for Williams. And it's Johnson in for Russell. And for the Nets, they're shooting only 36% so far in this game. Here's Clowney. He's guarded by White. Clowney, good. Clowney's got 8 points.
And it's been a thrilling matchup. Both teams giving their all.
Pass to White. Smith with a screen on Thomas. Down low. Dosunmu for 3. Drills it from deep. Dosunmu's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Johnson passes to Wilson. And stolen by Williams. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. They've got Jalen Smith. Williams is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Dosunmu. And it's Jones in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Giddey against Johnson. 6 to shoot. With the fadeaway. And it's Giddey missing.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
From deep, Johnson gets the 3 ball to go. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
The Nets with a lead. Watford the pass to Sharp. Watford with it. 4-3. Jones grabs the board. Inside. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
The swindle for three. Connects from downtown.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The shot by Johnson, no good. And Williams has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by one. Pass to Giddey. Fires for three. Rebound Brooklyn.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Here's Clowney. Here's Wilson. Watford outside. Outside Johnson. For three, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Chicago making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Thomas is checked in. Pass the ball. Williams, a screen on Johnson. Johnson against ball. It's stolen by Johnson. And now the Nets on the break. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Giddey. Ball left side to take the lead. Sinks the tray. And the Bulls lead by 2. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Chicago's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Jones from outside. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 5 rebounds in the game. It's Thomas on the wing, defended by Jones. To end the drought. Thomas, that's good.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Outside Giddey. For Chicago, Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. And it's Kobe White in for Jones. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Johnson comes in for Clowney. Williams is checked in for Wilson. And Russell is subbed in for Johnson. Three-pointer Vucevic. It's good from beyond the arc.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Williams from long range. Chicago with the ball. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Three-pointer, Buzelis sinks it from distance. And it's a 5-point Chicago lead.
His teammates look to Buzelis in the big moment, and he must be doing something right.
Outside, Williams. From behind the arc. Laces one from 3.
3 points.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
First personal foul. Second.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
Oh, nails the triple!
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times.
especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be... Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. We've got Kobe White, who's Ellis out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Ball, and it's Giddey in at the 3 slot. The shot by Russell, no good. And the Bulls shooting just under 40% from the field. Pass to Giddey. Back to White. Here's Ellis. Williams defending. Shot clock at 5. Vucevic's shot is off. The Nets shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. From deep, Johnson. Chicago with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Thomas against White. Williams a screen on Vucevic. Johnson for 3. Hits the trifecta.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Ellis, covered by Johnson. Back to Ball. Pass to Giddey. 3-pointer, Vucevic. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Brooklyn leading by 3. Outside, Williams. Outside, Johnson. Now Thomas. Johnson a screen on White. And here's Thomas from the arc. And the Nets, another 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
From deep, Giddey knocks it down from distance.
And I think the crowd is admiring the long-range dribble.
Here's Thomas for 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Vucevic, the pass to Giddey. From outside the arc, Cash. Oh, an enormous 3-pointer! The Nets have gone 2 for 5 here in OT. Johnson finds Claxton. Back to Johnson. Now here's Thomas. Pass to Johnson. Count it!
Going to work in the mid-range. This is how confident Johnson is from this area.
And so here is Chicago. Now Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. White for 3. Russell with the rebound. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
White against Thomas. Outside Russell. Four on the clock. And he commits the intentional foul. He gets the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Things looked a little... Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.